USS Abraham Lincoln Aircraft Carrier Strike Group is moving closer to Iran. In a social media post, U.S. Central Command said the deployment to the Middle East region was, quote, to promote regional security and stability. But the American warships movement comes as there are heightened tensions between the U.S. and Iran stemming from Tehran's recent deadly crackdown on anti-government demonstrations. For more on this, I'm joined by CBS News senior foreign correspondent Holly Williams from our London newsroom. Holly, good to see you. So tell us about this strike group and where's it headed?
Vlad, the strike group consists of the aircraft carrier itself and 3 guided missile destroyers. On board the USS Abraham Lincoln, that's the aircraft carrier, are squadrons of fighter jets, including F-35. So, look, it's a lot of American firepower, and I can't imagine anyone would want to be on the other end of it, including Iran. President Trump has referred to it as an armada and has said it's heading towards the Middle East, quote, just in case he wants to take action. But he's also said that he'd prefer not to and maybe won't have to use it. The Iranian media quoted an Iranian general warning the US not to make a miscalculation and saying that Iran's Revolutionary Guards have their finger on the trigger. We all remember, of course, that the US previously carried out strikes against Iran's nuclear program in June of last year. Now, the background to this deployment is that during recent mass protests in Iran against the regime, President Trump repeatedly threatened to hit Iran hard. But then, after a violent crackdown earlier this month in which thousands are believed to have been killed by the Iranian authorities, Trump said he'd been given assurances that there would be no more killings and no executions. However, the Trump administration has also made it clear that all options remain on the table.
So, Holly, what do we know about the situation inside Iran after Tehran's crackdown on demonstrations, the number of people that were killed in the wake of those demonstrations?
Well, Vlad, an Iranian human rights monitoring group, which has been working to verify the number and names of those who were killed in the crackdown, said today that it believes that close to 6,000 protesters were killed. Now, we cannot independently verify that number. We should point out that there are other estimates that are even higher than that. Iran's government, for its part, puts the death toll much lower at close to 2,500 civilians, along with several hundred security personnel. Now, those protests were initially sparked in late December by Iran's flailing economy, including problems with inflation. And today, Iran's currency, the rial, fell to what is apparently a new record low. That, I think, is worth paying attention to.
Yeah, indeed. Holly Williams reporting from London for us. Holly, thank you.